Hello everyone, this is Freddy back again. Today we're going to look at this game, Hungry Monkey, which is from Bear, and it's for 2 to 6 players. It's by Eric Anderson Sundin, and ages 8 up, 15 minutes. What does it say? The artist. Art by Sasrita Batasari. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too much. And there's some ads, some of the other games, some what to have, some what they don't and don't plan on getting. Anyways, in this game you get, what did it say it was, 72 animal cards. And there's 6 of each animal, numbered 1 through 12. Or technically, I guess, 1 through 11 plus the hungry monkeys. There's this whole story where the monkey has this bean that they eat for breakfast and it gets stolen. And it tries to get help from the other animals and they're like, nah, we're not interested. and then eventually the ant goes in the tiger's ear and tells him to help, and he convinces the other animals to help, and then finally they find the bean and blah blah. So there's also these bean cards which you can use for an optional scoring if you want to play multiple games. There's 1, 2, 3 beans. We're not going to deal with that for now. And there's also this bad kitty card, which is going to tell you, it tells you here where to place it depending on the player count. So if we were to do 3 players, we're going to look at this. And it's about a quarter way down. Say something like that. You stick it in there. Once this card comes out, it gets revealed. There's no more drawing from the drop pile. And the way it's going to work, everyone's going to get 3 cards. Let's say we're doing 3 players. And we're also going to get 4 cards face up in front of us, or face up, face down in front of each player. In order to win, you need to get rid of all the cards in your hand, and all these cards face up, or face down in front of you. I keep saying face up, I apologize. And yeah. But that only happens, you can only do that, you can only get rid of all the cards completely once you get to the bad kitty in the draw pile. Now you start with the youngest player, and I was trying to see, so I guess you start off with no discard pile, so maybe I started off. Different cards have different abilities as well. And again, if you have multiple of the same number, you can play them as long as you have to play a card that is higher than what is already there. So maybe I start off with the 1, the ant. Now the ant has, if there's a symbol in the corner, which all of these do, they have an ability. The tiny ant is always valid. You can play your ant on another ant and nothing happens. But if you play an ant on top of another card, you have to take all those cards from the discard pile into your hand. You're always going to have a minimum of 3 cards until you get through the deck. You get to that bad kitty card. So, I'm not going to play that one. The number 3 lets you peek at 1 face down card from anyone. The number 11, the tiger here, lets you discard all the cards from the animal pile, including the king tiger, to the discard pile. And there's other cards which hopefully we'll get to. So let's just say I played a 3, and maybe I peek at my own card. Ooh, that's a 10. And then I draw back up to 3. The next player is going to go. Yeah, they played a 6. The 6 does not have an ability. Now there's a 9, and there's a 1. And they draw back up. This player's going to go. They're going to play the Hungry Monkey. The Hungry Monkey is a question mark. It's always valid. You can always play it. You can never play a card that is not valid, by the way. Monkeys are always valid. And you can play it by itself or together with other valid cards. It says if another animal is on top of the monkey copies its effect. I'm not sure how that works. If no other animal is on top of the monkey, then the monkey copies the animal below and triggers its effect. But there is nothing to copy or to trigger. And so it just becomes whatever number, basically. So this player draws back up, comes to me. I can basically play whatever I want on that. So maybe I play a 5. At any point in time, if you get 4 of the same number on discard pile, you trigger the, what is it called? Sorry, I apologize. The Gang of 4. I knew that because it's also the name of the game that I have. But yeah, you trigger the Gang of 4 and you just discard everything. So this guy's going to go and play a 6. This guy's going to go, they will play a 9. Comes to me, I will play the Tiger, which discards everything, if I recall correctly. Yes, so it'll discard all of these, they're out of the game. And I'm actually going to work my way through this pile so they can get towards the end of the game. So this next player gets to go, they get to play whatever. So they're going to play an 8. Now the 8 also has an ability, this is the Strong Buffalo. The next player has to play a card that is the same or lower number, which could be helpful to them if they have lower numbers. Like, for instance, they're going to play these 2 4s, and they get to draw back up to 4, or to 3, sorry. When it comes to me, I'm apparently missing a card, so I will play the 7. The 7 here is the Slender Mongoose. So lets me take an extra turn after the draw card step. If I play this, I draw a card, and I get to go again, so I'm going to play the 8 and draw back up to 3. Again, this next player has to play less than an 8, so they play a 1, which can be played at any time. But because they did not play it on an ant, the ant, if you play an ant on an ant, nothing happens. But if you play an ant on a different animal, you got to take all the animals. So this guy's going to go. He's going to play a 6 again. Now, we have gotten to this bad kitty card, which means there's no more drawing up. So the rest of the cards are out of the game. There's no more draw pile. And now it's just kind of a race to see who gets rid of the cards first. So I'm going to play. I'll play the 11, which lets us discard everything. This guy's annoyed. He's got so many cards, but he's just going to play the 4 and perhaps this monkey, which is just going to copy the 4. There's no ability. And that lets him get rid of 3 cards. This guy plays a 10. I will play the 1. I don't want to. I have no choice but to play the 1 and pick up all these cards. Darn it. This guy's going to play the 7, which lets him go again. And he plays 2 8s. Next guy has to play less than an 8. He cannot. So he's going to have to pick up everything since it's not a valid play. Now, at any point in time when the draw deck is here as well, you can always draw a card from the top of the deck. And if it's valid, you get to play it. If not, you get to take everything. And so they're going to have to pick up everything. And it's my turn. I will play a 2. The 2 also has an ability. It's one we haven't seen. The Switch Sparrow lets me swap one of my face down cards with one of the cards in my hand. Unless my hand is empty, then I can't swap anything. So I remember this one was a Tad, so I'm going to swap the Tad with the Hungry Monkey. You don't have to, I guess, technically. This guy plays a 9. This guy will play an 11. Let's get rid of the cards. Comes to me. I will play 2 4s. This guy plays a 10. This guy will play the 1, and he has to collect all these cards. And then it comes to me. I'll play 2 10s. Now this guy has no more cards in his hand, so he's going to play from here. And he's going to play this one. Dart it. It's smaller, so he has to collect all the cards. Except for, I can't recall if he collects the 3 as well. I assume so. Hang on. Yeah, clearly the played card. This guy's going to go. He's going to play 2 4s. I will guess this one. Ooh, it's 10. This guy has to play from his hand. Now he can play 10s since he has 10s. It could be the same number. This guy plays a 4th 10, so there's your gang of 4. We get rid of those cards, which is good for me. I'll play the question mark. Actually, I won't do that one. I know that one's there. I'll play a 10. That's the smart thing to do. This guy plays this. We'll take the 10. And this guy will play a 7. Lets him go again. Plays 2 8s. I have to play less than an 8, so I'm going to take a gamble. I did it. This guy's going to go. He's going to play a 10. This guy has to gamble. And he failed. And then I go out. Once somebody goes out, the game is over. I win. And that is a game in a nutshell. It's a nice enough little game. The cards they're okay. It's smooth plastic coated quality. You got fun artwork. You again can't play with the beans, in which case I would score some beans, and other players might score beans, and whoever has the most beans after 4 rounds or whatever wins the game. But yeah, it's a nice enough game. It's similar to other games that I already have, like Karma and Junk in My Trunk, where you have some cards in front of you, and you're just trying to get rid of all your cards. It's an okay game. It's not my favorite type of game, but it's okay. That is that. Hungry Monkey. See you next time. Thanks for watching.